That was really shitty. I mean, it took forever for that music to start. But you'll never know because it'll be edited out. Hi, I'm James. Where's Brian? Brian, where's Brian? Brian.
Brian.
I'm here. I forgot I put my mute on here.
God damn it. You're like that person at conference calls at work that is like yelling at their phone, but they don't realize they're on mute. So then everybody gets mad at them.
America.
I also don't wear pants during those.
Am I still muted?
Oh, no, you're not. You're just not talking into your...
Am I still muted?
No.
Okay.
I can hear you.
It's called projecting your voice.
Projections.
You should try doing it sometime.
And analytical reports.
What? What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
It never does.
That's what I gotta say about you. Brian, what are you doing? Who are you doing? Why are you doing?
Cracking this Miller High Life right here.
Oh, I thought you said crack. That's what you're just gonna stop at was crack. Brian, what are you doing? Crack?
I heard nothing.
Yeah, crack. Eric,
Well,
what?
that too. I mean,
Well, who does it? Eric, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm drinking some of these new Truly Fruit Punch seltzers.
Is it truly scrumptious?
It's truly different.
Brian, now you do a pun.
I truly wish I could.
I was expecting I truly wish I wasn't here right now, or something like that.
I truly wish I died last
Technically,
night.
I'm not there.
Yeah,
so.
you're here in spirit because you passed away. But
Which is really weird because we have a holographic.
That'd be hilarious if I died.
yeah, we were just talking about that last night. Me and Eric were while we were watching the Wilds playoff hope die.
About me dying?
No, about what we're gonna be doing with his body. Like I told him, he wants to be eaten by a shark when he dies. And I told him the best I can find right now is a whale shark.
Yeah, it's only because that's the only size of shark that could actually eat me. So
I don't know. Maybe I
think what
Challenge accepted.
I could probably arrange a boa. Those things can eat like a Honda Civic.
a boa.
Yeah.
What good would that
Yeah,
be?
some type of snake can.
I end up in a fucking bird's mouth. What?
What?
Yeah.
A bird.
What else
As in
eats
like a boa
boas?
constrictor, like a snake.
A snake, yeah. A
Yeah.
boa constrictor.
If you get fed to a shark, eventually you just travel through the sea.
Yeah, you turn into shark poo.
I don't want to be a slithery snake.
You turn into snake poo.
Yeah.
Why don't snakes have legs? I feel like they would be able to walk around better if they did.
It's called a lizard.
What a dumbass. You're a lizard.
Yeah, probably.
Brian, what's your opinion on snakes having legs? Are you pro or against?
They'd, be able to maybe stand up for themselves a little better.
I love the puns.
Oh my god.
All right. Speaking of
Let me finish this drink real quick because I am not prepared for this.
Oh, shit. Speaking of the Wild taking a shit, Ryan, did you watch the Wild take a shit yesterday?
I did. I went back and forth. I told Eric here I was going back and forth because the Saints were on and Johan Duran made his season debut.
Johan Duran.
That's a nice segue because I literally just pulled it up. Because the Twins are kind of not interesting, except for today. They won in extra innings, but...
Yeah, they finally scored after the 8th inning.
Just keep winning series here and you'll get back into it.
So they've been playing like shit lately. Well, no, they've been playing better, but the last month they've been playing like shit. The last month and a half.
April was a bad month. April was a bad month.
I'd rather have my bad month in April than August.
August and September.
Starting yesterday, the Saints got 8 of their games picked up by Bally Sports North. So on every Friday home game, you can watch them on Fox 9 Plus right now, which is like Channel 10. And then
depends what you got. It's like 12 for me, but
yeah. So
well, what else are you gonna watch this time of year?
So June 12th, July 1st, July 15th, July 28th, July 31st, August 18th, and August 21st. They were all picked up by Bally Sports North. And then 28 of their 60 home games are on Fox 9 Plus.
How many of those are you
And
gonna watch?
all Sunday home games are on 45 TV. We could be watching the Saints games right now.
Yeah, we could be.
Who's that kid, Jimmy Kerrigan, the right fielder or outfielder for the Saints? Brian?
Yeah, something like that.
I saw 2 videos of him today, showing off the arm. He threw somebody out at second, trying to make should have been a double into a double. Threw him out at second from right field, and then he threw somebody out at home, fielding a single, about mid right field depth, not too far back, not too far in. Just threw a laser right to the third base side of home plate, bounced about 10 feet once in front of home plate. Catcher was right there for it. So
he's a wannabe Rosario where he does nothing on in hitting, and
I don't know about his hitting,
just
but
fielding was there.
he has 2 putouts today.
Sounds good.
Took out a double and threw out a runner at home. So there's that. So your thoughts, Brian, on what was your favorite moment on the Wild season? Even though it's not over yet, but it's going to be over tomorrow, probably about midnight-ish.
Well, I think the best moment, again, it's hard to really kind of hard to remember back to all kind of moments here, but let's just, the Russian sensation here, Kirill the Thrill, finally comes over and is everything that we've all hyped about here. So
he is as advertised. It's kind of nice because, like the Royce Lewis and the Kilroffs and all that are, it's all hype right now. There's no, like, actual production really behind the hype.
Well, when there is hype, when you get the hype about it, but then you see the production kind of with it, because, again, like, even with guys like, it's in every sport here, too, like in basketball it was like with Towns, Wiggins, Anthony Edwards here, and, with the Twins you mentioned Lewis, Kirilloff. You're getting these guys, and we've heard about Kaprizov for years now.
5 years.
And I've been kind of waiting for him. Waiting for him to come over.
The hell was that? Oh, I thought somebody was like knocking down a wall. Scared the hell out of me. So Eric, your favorite Wild moment, or are you just gonna say agree with Brian that Kirill Kaprizov?
I was going to expand on that and say I was watching a Becoming Wild episode off of, like, Fox Sports production, I guess, which is Bally Sports now. But it was pretty interesting because, we were this close from never realizing that Kirill Kaprizov even existed. Like, he's from a small town in Russia. Very, very talented, always touted off, like, but the scout that was over in Russia at the time had no idea. Then there was fog from California that came over, impeded the airway so that they couldn't actually travel out of Russia. So the scout was like, all right, let me go check out some games or whatever, some people. Well, his 14-year-old playing with a bunch of like 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds was just dominating. And that's how the Wild really realized, oh shit, this guy's good. And got him in the 5th round because no one else had discovered him yet. So it's just amazing how you can find diamonds in the rough. So
it was almost like our Tom Brady moment. I mean, he doesn't have that career yet, but just getting like a once in a generation type as talent late in the draft like that.
Yeah, you just don't find that.
No.
Usually you have to be the top 4 picks or whatever, and
Right.
Yeah.
So absolutely, it was amazing to see him finally come over here because I've been hearing about him for 5 years, 6 years since the draft. Everybody hypes up every Wild player. That's just a Minnesota thing. And for one to actually come out and show what his capabilities are.
Yeah, like right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's not just he's got potential. It's like, oh shit, he's doing something.
Like he jumped on the ice and the guy was a pro from the get-go. Like there was
Like,
no
he
learning
belonged
curve. There was no like really adjusting to how the NHL is played. He just went out there, just started smiling nonstop and fucking kept scoring. Like ridiculous. So yeah, I agree with the both of you. Kirill Kaprizov is
and to kind of expand on Eric's point here too, like Connor McDavid was first overall or something, so it wasn't like surprising to see him have the success he had here or anything. But like he said, when you kind of find those kind of gems in the maybe not the right away in the draft here, but they end up becoming, something like this here. It kind of makes it a little more special. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's the epitome of a great deal.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it's great that Minnesota has finally got something like that. Usually we have to suck forever to get anything because we're such a smaller to medium market.
Yep. He'll probably, if we don't extend him, he'll probably go somewhere bigger that can pay him a lot of money.
Oh no,
and,
we are throwing the fucking bank at it.
They got to, and then you got to get rid of Parisi and Suter to do that.
And get Fiala back.
Yeah.
So we need Fiala. Trade a bunch of young stars for Eichel because supposedly we need a center.
Okay, hold on. I was about to ask all you guys this. So we all are in agreement that...
I've been hearing a lot of Jack Eichel talk. I will say that. Like, he wants out of Buffalo, it sounds like. And...
So, hold on. Let's do an autopsy on the Wild season. It sounds like we're all in agreement that they're going to lose in Game 5 tomorrow night.
No, I'm going to shock you. I'm going to say they're going to lose in Game 6 at home.
Come back home and lose?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to take one more game, stay above water, and then lose at home.
Okay,
And
Brian.
disappoint Minnesota fans like a motherfucker.
Heck, even beating Fleury at this point for one game is going to be impressive.
You don't think he
That's
can
unreal.
sustain it, though, especially against Colorado in the next round? He won't be
No,
able
again,
to sustain that.
he's going to. We're throwing a lot at it. Colorado's going to. Plus or minus, 60 shots a game for Colorado in these games?
I mean, Game 4 is for them tonight, and they're up 3-0. That Kadri dickhead, he got suspended for basically 2
He
series.
should be out the whole fucking rest
When
of the
the
year.
when the NHL suspends guys in the playoffs like that, and for that long, it's bad.
Yeah, well, usually at most it's a 1-game playoff suspension, but then
Well, the way that I
8.
thought it always kind of happened was like they viewed 2 games as one playoff game, kind of, in situations like that. So if you were to suspend them for 4 games, it'd be 2 games in the playoffs or something. It's kind of like the old logic I heard
Yeah, so, I mean,
years ago.
we've
'Cause
heard
they
that.
they don't want to kick anybody out in the playoffs.
Well,
Which I get, but when it's that bad, you have to do something.
So just think about it. He can be suspended over 3 series. So he got suspended,
yeah.
suspended for Game 3, and then suspended for Game 4. And then so that's 4 games, or 2 games. So then if they sweep Vegas in the second round, that's 6 games.
That's it.
And then
So
the
in
first 2
2.5
games
series.
of the Western Conference Finals. So, technically not the Western Conference Finals.
Just saying, what is
This-
it anymore?
this-
I don't know.
It's
I
the
can't even
it's the
keep straight.
semifinals. It'll be the semifinals.
Yeah.
So, he can be missing 3 series worth of hockey.
Well, I've always thought of it this way. A playoff series equals 1 month of hockey. That's my comparison. I was like, alright, if I'm going to judge on how important certain things are in the NHL, if I'm going to miss a whole month, it would be about a playoff series. So
Yeah. Well, so with Brian's logic there was he was technically suspended 16 games in a regular season.
Yep.
So, which is basically a whole month. 16 worth games is basically a month's worth.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we all saw the hit here, and it
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
dirty.
Unacceptable.
The guy, he
was just
he didn't even have his head down. He was looking up, and he just came out of nowhere, just flying out of nowhere, leading with the shoulder right to the head, clear as day, trying to target the guy's head. It was dirty, and he has a track record for shit like this, so that's why he got the book thrown out of him. But yeah,
that doesn't matter with Tom Wilson. Of
yeah,
course.
apparently Tom Wilson, he has 10 years of a track record of being dirty as hell, and
Just saying, Tom Wilson